Hello and welcome back to Python Fundamentals. In this video, I'll explain about for loop, and you know that for loop is used for iterating over a sequence such as strings, lists, tuple, set, and dictionary. And also we can apply it for a range of numbers by using the range function. So let us take an example. Suppose x is equal to Python, and I want to print each character in the string of x. So I can write for I, this is the syntax for I in of string. So what is the string name? X. For I in x column, print I. So it prints the characters. You can also take a list. Suppose I'll take list is equal to, I'll have a list of numbers 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Now again I can write for I in list colon print I, right? So it will print all the items of the list. So always for is used for iteration over the sequences, right? And then I can also use the range option, which is most commonly used with the loops. We have a function called range function, which which returns a sequence of numbers. So I'll take for I in range of 5. Range of 5 is 5 numbers. In the range of 5, print I. So I'm repeating, right, for this print option. So 0 for 5 returns from 0 to 4. So 5 elements, print I. You can also write the starting and ending of the range and print the characters or later or the range numbers for I in range of, I want to print between 2 and 14, right? The numbers between 2 and 4. Here we are specifying, here we are giving the range with only single digit, right? So whenever we say 5, it starts from 0 to and ends with n minus 1, that is 5 minus 1, 4. And here I'm specifying a specific range, that is I want to take the range between 2 and 14 and then ask to print I, then it will print all the numbers between 2 and 14, right? So that is, it will start with 2 and ends with 14 minus 1, that is 30. I can also mention, I can print the numbers with the step size also, range of, I'll write 3 to 19 and step size is 2. So administrators, you always put colon after print, after 5, and then right. So from 3 to 19 with a step size of 2, print I. So the first will be 3, next should be 5, 7, likewise it has to print. So 3, 5, 7, 9, so 11, 13, 15, and 17. So here we are mentioning the step size also. So for is always used with the sequences, like we can use with the string, where here I have applied a list also we can use. We can also use a tuple. We can use with the range options to iterate, right? Let us take one tuple and then also try to print that tuple is nothing but that should be enclosed in the curly brackets. X, sorry, ordinary brackets. Curly brackets corresponds to 6. So you can apply for the tuple sets also. We can, any sequence we can apply for iteration. That is the for loop. And for is also, we can also use if in for loop, for I in range of suppose 2 to 20, and I want to print only those numbers which are divisible by 2 and 5. So you can write if I, because I is the one divided by division, if I is divisible by 2 or, so I'm taking, if it is divisible by 2 or the condition, another condition, I divisible by, I'll take 5, then write print I. Now I'm printing only those numbers between 2 and 20 which are divisible by 2 and should be equal to 0. Right? Reminder should be equal to 0. 0. Print I. Right. 2 is divisible by 2, 4, 5, right? 6, right? 8, correct. 5, 10 correct, 12 correct, 14 correct, 15, 13. We'll take 3 because we have the common. Then let us see what does it print. So now we can see all the numbers which are divisible by 3 also, 3, 9, and then we have 18, 15, all this printed. If we use and instead of or, then what it will print? It prints only those numbers which are divisible by 2 and 3. So the common 6, 12, and 18. So for inside for also you can use if condition, right? So that is the use of for. So if you want to iterate the sequence, not only print, we can apply for the mathematical operations also. So for any iteration, you have to go for loop. So for can be used with the sequences or with the range. Range is nothing but a function which returns a sequence of numbers. I have told you what is, if you write only a single digit, range returns numbers starting from 0 to 5 minus 1. That is n minus 1. Range of n is n, 0 to n minus 1. And you can also specify the starting number and ending number, which returns the numbers from starting number to end minus 1, right? And then we can mention the step size of the numbers using range, and then we can use the start end and start end step size. And this is how you can apply the for loop for the sequences and range. I hope you understood the concept of for loop and how to write for loop. This is a syntax, right? For I is nothing but how many times you need to iterate. N is the operator we have to use for I in. Whatever you are using, whether you are using a sequence or a range, that should be mentioned. If you are using any sequence, the sequence name or where name should be written. So for I in, suppose if you write I in list or for I in X, then colon, then write whatever you want to print. You can use the print option or you can use if options inside the for loop, and then iterate and try to print it. That is called for loop. I hope you understood what is the for loop and how to use it in Python. Thank you.